and I can't fucking help it. Like, I just can't fucking stop. It's a fuck, it's a bitch, it's a hoe.
I would die. I would literally die. And my dad is a mortician.
You know what? I want to come out of the closet and admit that I, too, am a Swiftie.
You need a black woman to come in and sort this whole thing out.
Put it on, girl. Let me see it. Put it on, girl. Let me see it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Accidentally Informed.
Because we can't guarantee that you'll learn anything, but you might.
We try to school the people.
Yes, we do.
But sometimes we need to be schooled.
Yeah, maybe.
A little bit.
You know, people are always ready for that one.
Speaking of ready for, we were ready for our fun time in New York to celebrate you. We were in New York all together, your entire team. Yeah. Thank you for inviting me and to be a part of it. It was really amazing. You graduated from a very prestigious program. Can you tell the people what was that about?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming. I graduated from the Goldman Sachs 1 Million Black Women Black in Business program. The curriculum partner was NYU Stern, and it's just an amazing program for business owners who are moving from founders to CEO. So I did that, and Claudia came out to celebrate because we had a nice private dinner at Falanzi in Brooklyn, where it was a curated event that Claudia ate 2 things from because she's a very picky eater, but we will talk about that later.
I am. There's a lot of things I just can't do.
Yes, but it was all good. Thank you to everybody who came out. And then Claudia and I went the next day to watch What Happens Live.
Yes.
Boy, we have a murderer's row in the front row tonight. Say hi to Claudia Jordan.
Well, I'm actually doing a podcast with Erica Cobb. It's called Accidentally Informed, and it's super funny, and she's such a good sport because you know my mouth.
Yes.
Wow. So what was that like for you?
Every time I go to watch What Happens Live, I already know what the feedback is going to be on my social media because, you know, I did 1 season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 7, and I made quite an impact in that 1 year. And it's always been a question like, why did they not bring you back? They did ask me to come back in a smaller capacity as a friend of the show. And I felt like I started as a friend of the show, earned my peach, and I didn't want to go backwards. Looking back, sometimes I do think it was a mistake. But every time I go, I'm like, damn, I was here. I was a part of this. And I love the Bravo franchises. Yeah. I really, really do. And I do want to be a part of that again. I don't know like how that could work out. I kind of threw it out there. I'd like to be on Ultimate Girls Trip. Real Housewives of Dallas has been canceled, but I think they need to revamp it with women of color. There really was none on the show.
Yeah.
And I had tested for it before I got the show Fox Soul. And, you know, I just feel like it didn't really represent the diversity that is Dallas. And there's a lot of really wealthy, fly, interesting characters. But it made me feel like, did I make a mistake by not accepting that friend contract?
Well, I think a few things. Andy has gone on record saying that you should have been given another chance as a full-time housewife.
Thank you, Andy.
And when we got there, he was super excited to see you. Everyone was very happy that you were there. I think that, you know, the door is open and that it's only a matter of time. So it was cool for me because I got to witness that and be along for that ride with you. And I just found it to be really exciting. I'm really glad that we were able to go and you were able to plug the podcast, which was amazing. But yeah, I'm feeling it. I feel like, and y'all write in and make sure you write Bravo too, because Claudia needs to be back in the Bravo fold. Okay?
In Dallas, but thank you for that. I appreciate that. But speaking of making things happen, like you made it all happen in New York and we all came together to celebrate you and we had a great time and I'm glad that we got to, you know, kind of get out in the streets of New York. And after the dinner, we went to a hookah spot, Pergola in New York. If you've never been, this is not a paid ad. I truly am a huge fan of that spot. It's like a cool hookah lounge, but they serve really good food and you never know who you might see in there. We had a great time.
Yeah, we really did. I got to meet some of your friends. Yeah, we partied. Okay, we did New York right. You met my parents.
I did.
Yeah.
I love your parents. Your dad's so chill and your mom's she's just cool. I like them all.
Yeah.
I heard that I retired early from the hookah bar night and you and your peoples was in the streets till late night. Is that
we
true?
were? Well, we kind of were.
2 a.m.?
Was it 2 a.m.?
I think, yeah, that's what your friends.
1:30?
I think it was 2 a.m.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that was late.
You was
That
in those
late.
streets.
We were in the streets. I don't know. Well, we stayed. We stayed until we were trying to close down the hookah bar. We were like, well, we only got in because Claudia was here, so let's just stay because we don't know if we can get in anywhere else, and this place is cool.
No.
So
I will say, in all seriousness, we did, and I know we have to move on, but we had we had an emotional moment, remember? When I'm like, everybody say what they want to manifest in 2025 and what they want to see happen. And I like doing stuff like that and not just be like so surfacey, like whatever, like, what are you drinking? Casamigos.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody went around the table and said what they wanted, which I think it's really important to say the things and put it out there, what you really want. And then your team and you made me cry and made me lose my street credibility. Thank you. My nickname is C Murder with the AH at the end. And now you just have me looking like a punk.
no,
I felt weak.
No,
Exposed.
no. We
Vulnerable.
were just being honest about, clearly a lot has happened and this is a year of rebirth for a lot of us. And I thought that it was just super important that we're honest with each other about how we were even sitting there together.
Yeah.
And it truly was from the appreciation of, we see each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's what was coming out. So I think when you're given your flowers in a way that feels genuine and, you're not soliciting for it, it can become emotional. And that's all it was.
It really did. And I appreciate your team, especially your makeup artist, right? And
Giraffe!
shout out to him. I remember we were talking because I told him I never really felt like I had a team behind me because I've been like a one-woman show my entire career. And I've had people that I tried to entrust for certain things, but it didn't really work out. So I just feel like the weight is on me. So he said, you said you don't have a team. We're your team.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to jack your team.
No.
But I might.
We are.
No, I'm kidding. No. But it was nice in that you were so gracious to share. And I know that we talk about a lot of things and I give you a hard time sometimes on the show in a playful, sisterly way.
Exactly.
But I do want people to get throughout watching Accidentally Informed. Like, I would love to get back to seeing more women, especially sisters, kind of like love on each other. We have a hard time out there when we get out in these streets. And I just feel like we have to be more kind to each other and let people know because like there's a lot of weight and burden that comes with, just existing, especially now.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how much hate mail I've gotten in my inbox and racial slurs and you're an N-word, bitch, and this, that, and the other, like since it's election. And I know I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
So I just feel like we just have to be a little kinder to each other, women especially too, not just black women, because like we're in a weird time right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I just want to take a little time and just say like I really appreciate that moment. It was really nice.
Well, I appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, I mean, it's a really great way. I felt like it was a great way to wrap up the year.
Yeah.
And it is giving us all the vibes for this new year.
Absolutely. If I can encourage y'all watching, listen, you don't have to do it right now, but in the next day or so, just randomly tell another woman in your life or a man why you appreciate them, how you see them, and that their efforts are not going unnoticed because you never know what someone's dealing with.
Right.
And they might need that little bit of boost. And I just feel like that will just kind of like make the world a better place.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah.
Way to kick off the new year.
Let's give you my pageant answer.
Yeah. World peace.
All right. Well, speaking of world peace, I would love world peace in this world, but I don't really know what's going to happen. But as, the year came to an end, resolutions. Do you make resolutions, New Year's resolutions?
I do make resolutions, but I'm just a steady manifester. So if it's the resolution or a manifestation at the beginning of the year, then I call it a resolution. But really, it's just another manifestation.
What is it always? Everyone says work out, right? Make more money.
Yeah.
It's always those things. And the gym is packed for the first 2 weeks.
Exactly.
It's a ghost town. I have given up on one resolution of mine.
Already?
Because I fail every single year.
What is it?
I always make the resolution to not cuss as much every year. And I can't fucking help it. Like, I just can't fucking stop. It's a fuck, it's a bitch, it's a hoe, I just can't help it because I had a really special relationship with my grandmother, and she was one of those salty New England kind of like, cigarette hanging from her lip, not making cookies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was a straight shooter, but I love that. And I am a chip off the old block.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like who decided that curse words are bad? So,
Well, I mean, I think that especially when you're trying to like drive a point home, a little swear here and there.
what's your favorite one? Say
Uh,
it. Kamala Harris said hers is motherfucker.
I would have to go with that.
It just rolls up the
Yeah,
tongue.
yeah. A good MF here and there feels real good. Yeah, and then I can always tell because my husband will kind of like jump like almost to attention. And I'm not saying it like I don't swear at my husband.
Yeah,
We
but-
don't swear at each other. But if I say it, he knows that I'm like in another
mean
realm.
business.
Yes, in another realm.
Another one that really hits home for me, drives the point home, is raggedy ass bitch. And I think on one of the episodes I said it at least 4 times. I really love raggedy ass bitch because it's like you hit him with like a triple.
Yeah,
Raggedy ass bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. I do get it.
Several insults baked into one
See,
cookie.
I like to go with the dusty ass MF.
Dusty ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like dusty, yes.
Yeah, that one is it's impactful. You know, it gets the party
Because
going.
being called dusty,
Yeah.
dusty's bad.
Dusty, yeah, because dusty implies that you've been sitting stagnant, not doing anything while everything's going on around you.
Yeah.
So it's a very sedentary word. Like, there's nothing happening here.
No motion.
Right.
And I have to shout out to our white sisters out there because we all know what your favorite cuss word is because I say it sometimes being biracial. Cunt. They love it. You call a white girl a cunt, but I like to embrace it. Like the gays, like cunt, I'm giving cunt. That's like it's almost like the N word. They turned it to like almost a compliment. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like cunt. Oh my God, you call me cunt. But then the gays took it, remixed that thing,
Yeah.
stirred it
And
with
then
some,
added a
now-
Y.
Yeah, cunt. It's giving cunty.
Yes.
Look, face
Yes.
is cunt.
I'm
Cunt.
gonna admit something
Yes,
right now.
cunt.
I'm gonna admit something.
You like cunt?
I
The word cunt. I don't mean cunt.
I did not know what that word meant until probably 2 years ago.
What did you think it was?
I had no idea. I just knew that people got offended by
White
it.
women get pissed.
Yeah,
like
I had
listen,
no
black
idea.
women, bitch, that sets us off. White women, cunt.
Yeah, I had no idea what that word meant. I really didn't. It never even crossed my mind. Actually, it was probably a little. I remember actually when it became something where I like started to inquire about it. It was when Erica Jane joined Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because she would say it all the time and people were so flustered by it. And I was like, I really don't get what the big deal is. Like, it was just something that never, I'm from the west side of Chicago. It never made it on my block. So I don't.
It's a very Caucasian insult.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Okay.
like it's different words like really irritate different demographics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't say it, but I also didn't know.
I say I like that word.
Okay.
I think it's hilarious.
All right.
It makes him so mad. I love it. That's a big joker. You play spades?
Yeah.
Okay, like the big joker, like you have it and you like can use it when like they got a pocket. You don't use it for like little minor things. Like you're not gonna cut, a 3, 4, or 5 of spades with a big joker. But when you get that big joker, you're gonna just ruin that spot. Bam, cunt. Argument is over, or you gonna fight. Okay. Speaking of fighting, let's fight through this segment and get
Okay,
back to
all right.
celebrity resolution. So
Okay.
celebrities make resolutions and they put them out there for us to all know and hear. Britney Spears said she's living in Mexico in 2025. How do we feel about Britney Spears moving to Mexico, and will she be supervised?
My question is, Brittany, how many bedrooms you got, and can I have one of them?
Could you live with Britney Spears?
I think I could.
Do you think Britney Spears could be a cunt?
I'm sure she has her ways.
Cunty, maybe cunty.
Yeah, I'm sure she would embrace that.
We could,
Sure.
okay.
Sure.
Okay, how would you feel about her videos online? She's like dancing around her room doing circles.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
I do. I have my concerns for Britney.
Mm-hmm.
I have fallen on both sides of this equation because I made a comment back when I was doing daytime television, and I was basically imploring people to, quote, leave Britney alone. This was the people who were saying that they were her fans, because I felt like, and I remember saying, you know, if she's under medical supervision and all of these things, there might be things that we as the public don't know about. And by standing in front of the courthouse and making a spectacle of the situation, is that really fan behavior? And Lord, I got come for. And I was like, I really thought I was saying something that was serving her best interests. But then the whole conservatorship thing happened, and that was removed. And now we're here. And I'm going to have to go back to my first thought, is that she needs advocacy. She needs people who are actually on her side and are looking out for her best interests. Honestly, Britt, you need a black woman. You need a black woman to come in and sort this whole thing out.
Get your life together.
I'm telling you. I don't know who that person is.
Maybe it could be you.
I don't think it's me. She needs maybe like a
Ayanla.
Yeah, like a Ayanla
Monique?
with a Sean Hawley, with a Kamala mixed in with the Michelle Obama. Where is that woman?
Lot.
Where is that woman?
That's a lot.
I know that she exists. And, you know, my resolution or hope for Britney in 2025 is that someone steps in and helps her.
Yeah, because to see someone that really had a lot of talent and star power to just be where she is, I mean, it's very, very sad to see. I hope she's not planning on going to Mexico kind of solo to get away from people. Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Because you've been in the limelight for decades at this point. How long have you been? 20 years?
30 years.
30 years.
I started modeling at 17, got for my first check at 21, so that's 30 years.
So how, at this point, when you reflect back on that, because I know you've known people who have died, have ended up in jail, have ended up destitute. How did you avoid those pitfalls being in the limelight at such a early age?
I never really blew up like I wanted to. I have mid-success. I don't have super success. So I have that safe, middle. I'm not really a threat to a lot of people. You know what I mean? So I've had jobs on big shows, but I haven't starred in a huge hit show where it's like the Claudia Jordan show. So I feel like, and that's true. I mean, I'm honest about where I am on the food chain. You know, I know where I am on the totem pole. So I've had, I've been near greatness. I've done some things, but I am in no way, shape, or form in a place where, I'm not on that level.
Yeah, but that's not true, because we collaborate on a lot of posts and people come for you like you have stolen their man. So
they do.
Yeah, they really do.
I must strike a nerve with people. I don't know what it is. I think I do see a lot of have a resting bitch face, but it's not because I'm mean, you guys. It's I don't want to keep getting Botox. It's expensive. I don't like it. And if I smile a lot like you do all the time, you I will be all wrinkled up. You have better genes. So I just sometimes just when I'm in neutral, my face is in neutral. So I may not go out and be like, but when I look like this, you guys, I'm really happy. Okay. And when I'm really sad, I look like this. When I'm angry, it's not a lot of variations. I'm just not trying to wrinkle up my face. I don't mean to be like that, but people think, and I think a lot of times people see me that don't get to know me, because once you get to know me, I'm not like that. But from an outside looking in, I may look intimidating or mean. And then I already have a really angular face. And I don't know. I don't fucking know what it is. I'm sick of it.
Well, I smile a lot because I paid a lot for these teeth.
And they look fantastic.
Thank you.
No, you do. You look really good. New Year's resolutions. Okay, so we'll get. Do we? Oh, we'll maybe get to ours later at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do a little, have a little fun here with 2025 celebrity predictions.
Okay.
Because this year has been a lot. Shout out to Cat Williams, who opened the portal to.
Lord.
I don't even know.
I know.
Exposure,
let me tell you, this time last year, I was in Maui. And you would think being in Hawaii, I would have all of these amazing things to do. Maybe I would surf, maybe I'd be in the ocean, maybe whatever. I watched all 3 hours of that Cat Williams interview with Shannon Sharpe on the balcony in my hotel room.
It's all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Anthony came and went back and forth, and I was still on the balcony. He was like, can we go to the pool? I was like, okay. We went to the pool. I sat in the cabana and watched it in the cabana. I watched that thing all the way through because, first of all, hello, either he's a prophet or he just makes things happen because, but I could do some celebrity predictions. I don't know if I'm a Cat Williams, but I can see some things in the celebrity vein.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the Diddy trial. It starts in May of 2025.
Okay.
What do you think about that? And I have a connection to some of that stuff.
I do know. So I'm going to sever that and go with an independent thing.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to give a shout out to your guy, Dustin Ross.
Love him.
And our girl, Ebony K. Williams.
Yes.
Shout out to Holding Court with Ebony K. Williams. I listened to that podcast and they talked about the idea, and I believe this is actually going to happen, that Trump could pardon Diddy.
Yeah.
Now, I know that there's federal versus state charges and I don't know where that lands, but I think that if that's a possibility, then that could happen.
His is federal though because the one of the allegations is trafficking across state lines.
Yeah.
I can see Trump doing that and pardoning Diddy over the political prisoners and people who have been in jail for protesting and solitary confinement. I posted about that recently on my page. I don't think he has a care for those type of cases. I think he cares for the celebrity-driven ones as much as he claims he doesn't care about celebrities. 1,000% he does. Hello, Celebrity Apprentice. I will predict, I do think he's going to get off. And I do think Trump will continue to put out these very ghetto pardons. It's so pandering to what he thinks Black America values.
Well,
And-
he's not wrong when it comes to his base.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Black Trump supporters, then he's not wrong.
Right.
So I don't think that it's as much of a miss as people believe that it is.
Well, I just think it sets a really bad example in America. We tell the kids, right, and the citizens to behave in a certain way, to abide by the law. There's a constitution. No one's above the law. But then it seems like if you still have a friendship with Trump or it looks like it's a good look for him, then that's all it really takes for him to give you a pardon, as opposed to people that are in prison or in jail for things that really they should not be in there for. You know what I mean? I think you're worried about the wrong shit. How is Kodak Black on Trump's radar that you gave him a pardon?
Right.
And Diddy, and then the people that you are pardoning, the January 6ers, right? You violated the Capitol. All right? You are domestic terrorists. Diddy, if the allegations are correct, this is all allegedly, right? He hasn't been convicted. A man that's accused of sex crimes.
Yeah.
You yourself have been found liable for sexual assault.
So aren't you kind of answering your own question here?
It's just a bad look for our president.
Well, yeah,
our country
but-
looks so ridiculous. We look like trash. So my prediction is America will continue to slide down the respect pole, the pole of respect, like in a strip club, right? Slide down that pole with the very bottom of that pole, and he's busting it wide open.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. I think ultimately my prediction for the government is just that everything is now going to be run strategically as a corporation. So it's more so who's going to get the promotion, who's going to get the pardon. Well, it's the guy that goes golfing with me at blah, blah, blah. It's very much it's all about the relationships. It's nothing about the policy. So I just assume that there's going to be more of that. I think that there's going to be a lot of people who are crying foul, who thought that they were voting for one thing and ended up voting for another. But that's all politics. And I think we should get back to something that's a lot less
I think
aggravating.
I think in this moment I just realized I really messed up.
What do you mean?
Because Trump used to love me.
Yeah, girl,
I could have
you
easily
could have been.
I could have been treasurer.
Yeah.
Like obviously there's no requirements, no experience needed. I could have been ambassador to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Or head of international travel, head of tourism.
Yeah.
I don't know. For America going to the Caribbean. That's
Yeah,
just
you
a made-up
you
title.
did mess up
I could
on
have
that
been
one.
I could have been there.
Yeah, because you were in there.
All right. Other predictions. The battle between Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake. That was dominating all of 2024.
Yeah.
And Drake, I will say, he was that guy for many, many years.
Oh yeah.
Always had a song in the summer. Here comes Kendrick Lamar with his intelligent, brilliant self. He dismantled Drake.
With Not Like Us, amongst others.
A diss song.
Yeah.
Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
Here's the thing. This is what's going to happen for 2025. So Drake, it's not even so much, yes, Kendrick came back with the ultimate, like, diss track and all of that. And it was the song of the summer, yada, yada, whatever. But I think Drake is a really great example of when you make it to the top and there's very few people to look left or right and see. And then you continue to mess with the formula until you wreck yourself. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to continue to happen because don't forget that Kendrick is the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
And Drake is trying to get that stopped.
Yeah. So, and it's not going to happen. So, and even if it did happen, then we might as well just completely rename Drake Karen at this point because he's kind of giving Karen tendencies. So I think that Kendrick Lamar is going to come to a point of ascension to the top and by his own doing and his own talents, but ultimately it's also going to be because Drake is going to mess with the sauce too much and he's going to continue to go down.
And I heard 50 speak on this, saying that the things that Drake is alleging in his lawsuit that is happening to him with the record companies, that is something that is, he said he's not lying. He said that
no,
that
I
kind
don't
of
believe
happens.
he's lying. No.
Yeah, that they prop one artist up.
Yeah.
But what is the irony of it all is it was okay when it was benefiting Drake.
Exactly.
And also, let's not forget, Drake 1,000% annihilated and took all the credibility away from Meek Mills. He was alleging he messed with his girlfriend Nicki Minaj at the time. He made a diss song about him that was really, really good. Like, he did the same thing to Meek, and people laughed about it and joked about it.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of hard to give you as much sympathy when you've done it, and it seems like that's just kind of like how the game goes.
Well, I think it's an important lesson for anyone, Drake or anybody who finds themselves in a position of favor or a position of, your time in the sun is happening right now, because it's very easy to overstep, like you take more than what you're allocated. And he was allocated a lot. And I'm not saying that this is the end of Drake and he's never going to be heard from again. I don't believe that, but I do think that it's going to take a lot for him to get back in the favor that he was in before.
I think the lawsuit kind of has him cooked streetwise, credibility-wise. I think he's still talented. He'll still make good music. But the real flex would have been responding to Not Like Us with a song that could eclipse that. But maybe he just didn't have that in the tank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who does have it in the tank?
That song is the shit. I like that
really
song.
Was. Really was.
Oh, man. All right. Let's get into some other celebrity predictions for 2025. Famous couples breaking up or getting married. Okay. What do you think? Travis and Taylor Swift. Kelsey Travis.
Travis Kelce.
Oh. That's not really my demographic.
I was going to say.
Now, Drake and Kendrick, I could talk all day long. I don't know these white folks' business. I'm going to need you for that. I do not know white business. I don't. Sorry.
Claudia, let me explain something
white
to you.
Producer, I need notes on white news because I don't know about y'all's business. I stay out of y'all's business, especially since the election. I don't really know.
Wait, there's something that you may not know about me, Claudia.
You know white business.
I am an honorary Swiftie. I was made an honorary Swiftie by the Swifties. And let me tell you, this was something that I never anticipated happening. And
so
let me
white.
tell you,
White.
So this is how it happened. So many moons ago, I went on a defense rant against one of my co-hosts defending Taylor Swift because it was about her masters and this whole thing with Scooter Braun, yada, yada, whatever. And these conversations and debates kept going on. And my thing was, as a woman who's worked very hard for what she has, I was coming at it from that vein. And I thought that Taylor should be protected and I'm, defending Taylor. Well, these clips went Swifty viral, okay?
If it wasn't a shady deal, why was Taylor not given the opportunity to buy what she should have been the first person to be given the opportunity to buy? Her music was sold, the masters, in a private sale. Now they're coming back and saying, well, you're allowed to play it. It sounds like they want to own more than the masters. It sounds like they want to be the master, and I have a major problem with that.
All of a sudden, I woke up on a Sunday morning and I had people all over all of my social media telling me that if I needed anything, that they would protect me at all costs. They were telling everyone that I was like and let me tell you, Claudia, when people have come for me, like especially on, we'll call it Twitter, the Swifties, they will stand up. I don't even have to say anything.
Really?
Yes. It is
amazing. Put a light bulb over my head right now.
Yes. I'm telling you. So Swifties, I love you. I see you. Thank you for all of the protection, well wishes, and I hope you had an amazing holiday season and you're having a wonderful new year. Because I always have you. Yes. You're not going to mess this up for me.
Give me a Taylor Swift song. Give me a song that's by
Shake It Off.
Oh my God, Swifties, I love Shake It Off so much. Oh my God, I forgot about that song. That's one of my favorite songs. Yeah. It inspired me to shake it off and to like not let things bother me and like to let things roll off my back like a duck. So the inspiration behind that song, I really felt it really resonated with me. And you know what? I want to come out of the closet and admit that I too am a Swiftie.
It's not really coming out of the closet. It's more like you're like a Roomba.
What?
And you like float. You float out the pantry.
Oh, that's more rich people shit that I don't know. She got an $800 vacuum cleaner that vacuums on its own. I don't know that.
It's magical. Yes, yes.
Oh, so let me ask you this, okay? It's going to put you in a bit of a pickle. Beyonce or Taylor Swift?
Oh, no. We don't do that. We don't do that.
You don't want to say it on camera? Why not?
No. We
Come
don't
on,
do that.
Erica.
We don't
Show
do that.
me your loyalty to the
First of all,
Swifties.
let me be very, 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 very
How
clear.
Swifted
Let
are
me
you?
be
How
very clear.
Swiftish are you?
I have been a child of destiny since Destiny's Child has come out. But I do not believe, one of the greatest things that I believed happened was when Taylor attended Beyonce's movie premiere and Beyonce attended Taylor's movie premiere. I thought that was a really great step for pop culture in general, but also it really we didn't have to make a choice. And not that I wouldn't make a choice because clearly like I grew up as a Beyonce fan. Taylor I was introduced to later. I respect Taylor.
So you don't
a lot.
really like Taylor Swift that much?
No, I love
like
Taylor.
Like it's like a new thing, kind of like a trendy thing?
No, not trendy and it's not new because this happened before the pandemic.
Okay, so if you were stuck on a desert island and there just so happened to be a CD player, I don't know, maybe there's a CD player there, whatever. Y'all remember CD players?
Yeah, I had a CD player, yeah.
And you can only have one CD, one to play while you're there.
Beyonce.
You hear that, Swifties?
Oh my God, why are you trying to get me in trouble with the Swifties?
I'm not. I'm just your new girl, though. Like, I'm your new girl. I am the black girl that you should champion and get behind Swifties. I'm just saying, do you see how quick she jumped ship from the Swifties to Beyonce? She wants Beyonce over Taylor Swift, and I just
don't think we have to make these choices.
I'm clearly a Swiftie because I know all of her songs, like "Brush It Off Me" or what's another one?
Nope.
Hey, producers, I need a Swiftie Taylor song. I mean a Taylor Swift song. Teardrops on my guitar. Oh my God, I love that song.
Trying to mess up my good thing. Okay. I worked really hard for this. I sent you a Christmas greeting. Okay.
You did?
No, talk about the Swifties.
Oh my God, I'm your friend. And I didn't get one in the Swift. Okay, you know what? Let's move on. I have another equally ridiculous topic.
Okay.
Women proposing to men. Now, I've seen this online. Women getting down on one knee and asking the man for his hand in marriage. And the man, a lot of times, looking very uncomfortable because I think his answer was no a lot of the times. And not want to embarrass his woman. Could you ever see in a world that you could ever do this?
Me?
I mean, before you got married.
But me?
Yeah, you, Miss Swifty.
Oh, no. No. You know what? To each their own. If you like it, I love it. I once saw a comment, because this comes up every now and then, where a woman would, I would rather sweep the beach than get on a knee to propose to my man.
Girl.
I'm a big proponent of the 30% more rule. I do believe that men have to love you 30% more in order for it to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if you think this man in this video loves his woman more than 30% than she loves him.
Okay.
Not the song.
Darling, don't be afraid. I loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
Time stands still.
Oh my God.
I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's there.
The getting down on one knee. Ladies, the only time you should be down on one knee is, birthday.
After he proposed and you're thanking him.
Yes, there you go. I like that. Thanking him, birthday promotion. You've had a little bit too much Casamigos. I mean, during sex. Outside with an audience and a camera, you get down on one knee. Are you going to also have to carry him over the altar? Are you going to have, what else? What else? What is happening, Erica? It's so cringe. Can we have anything? Can we still keep the proposals? First, y'all got our deep neck V t-shirts. Then you got our nail polish. Then you got the arch eyebrows. Then you got our lip gloss. Then you got our
deep neck V-necks and nail polish and all that.
I do.
I don't mind it.
I'm sick of it because I can't ever find my size because all the smalls are taken. So anyways, can we have this one last
Claudia's
thing?
from a different generation.
I'm old as shit. I was born in the 1900s. I'm not with this. I don't like it. It's corny.
I don't mind those things. I think that, but I do really, I feel like you're setting a tone for a relationship. And I'm not huge on, actually, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a big gender roles person. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry. No, spit on my drink here in this bullshit.
No.
Go ahead.
I wanted to sound more progressive and be like, I'm not a big gender roles person. No, actually, I do appreciate gender roles. Just because that's how my relationship is. That's what I appreciate. But I do understand that other people don't have that same appreciation. Clearly, this woman who decided to propose to her man doesn't subscribe to that same theory. But if you do, or if you want to dip back over into the gender role pond, then you're setting yourself up very early on to constantly have to initiate, to constantly have to engage. You've just told that man that everything that comes from this point forward will be up to you to do. And I do think that a lot of times women will do this. They'll propose to their man who may have had plans to propose to them, and it just wasn't in the timeline.
You took away the
that
moment.
They saw fit. Right.
I also feel like, you know, you never really will know if he really wanted to marry you, because there is an argument to be made that sometimes a man will go along with something. If he loves you, maybe he's not ready, and just tell you what you need to hear. They do it all the time. Honey, do I look fat? No, babe, you look great. Am I getting old? No, you look amazing. Sometimes they are just kind of like an autopilot to kind of tell us what they want to hear. I just feel like you'll never really know if he was really ready if you asked him. I think, you know, men as being, you know, the stereotype is they're not as emotional, right, as we are. But I think there's an argument for that. But when a man that is usually deemed not as emotional, not as expressive of his feelings, feels so deeply about you that he goes, gets the ring, proposes, and gets on his knee to ask you, I think that is so much more telling than when a woman says she's in love, because I feel like as emotional beings, we tend to fall in love a lot more, I think. I know I have. Like, I, you know, will have a few good dates, and I'm already thinking about where our destination wedding could be. You know what I mean? And, yeah, how'd that work out? So I think when a man does it, it's so impactful because we don't really get to see a lot of that.
Right. I think if we're talking about traditional heteronormative norms, then there is a reason why it's the man's proposal and the woman's wedding, so to speak, because this is his opportunity to create what is going to lead into her opportunity to create what is for them. So I do think that traditionally speaking, in heteronormative norms, that does balance it out.
Yeah.
So if you're taking the initiative as the woman to propose, then where is the balance? Like, you've driven the train from beginning to end, and you don't even know if he wanted to be on this train.
Do you think women that propose are desperate?
I think that women who propose maybe aren't necessarily reading the room. You know, like, if it's a timeline thing because he hasn't done it and it's been X amount of time, then you haven't read the room as to why it's been X amount of time. If it's a will he say yes or no thing, then you don't really know if this is the person that you're truly going to spend the rest of your life with. I think that it's more about what she wants and only what she wants. Whereas when a man asks a woman, I feel like that gives the woman the opportunity to say, like, no, this isn't, you know, I feel like a woman, I don't know. This is all so foreign to me, to be quite honest, because I would die. I would literally die. And my dad is a mortician. I could embalm myself and bury myself.
Wait, what?
Before I ever asked a man to marry me.
So you were married, but were you proposed to more than once?
Well, I've been married twice.
Oh, twice. Okay. So anybody else proposed you said no to?
No.
Okay. I was proposed to twice.
Yeah.
One with a ring and one without. And
What was the without a ring?
my dumb ass married the one without the ring.
What?
I did. It was a whole thing. That's a whole nother episode of
You were married?
Accidentally Informed.
What? Oh, I want to know.
Well,
Okay.
stay tuned for more episodes of Accidentally Informed. How's that for a cliffhanger? We'll get to that, and also we'll dive deeper into the whole Jay-Z, Diddy, and my connection on a future episode.
Well,
Because I feel like too many other bloggers are making money with viral moments, dragging my name into this conspiracy theory. And I have no problem laying out the actual timeline of what actually went down and how little or how much I have to do with the story. And I'm going to put it to bed. We're going to have one more conversation about it. And I don't want to hear anything else about it after this because I'm tired. I'm tired of these conspiracy theories. I'm tired of, there are things that are true, there are things that are absolutely false, and there's reasons for certain things. And I want to get into it with you.
Okay.
I do.
Well, is this an accidentally exposed? Because
Yeah.
okay.
Accidentally Exposed exclusive.
Oh, ooh.
That and
Put my Oprah hat on.
We'll talk about the wedding another time.
Okay. I don't care about the wedding anymore.
Oh, me neither. Hope you enjoyed our show. Please like, share, and subscribe. Go to our YouTube channel, Accidentally Exposed. Also follow us on social media.
No, it's accidentally informed.
Oh, well, I'm accidentally exposed on this episode. I done spilled the drink on this cheap-ass top. I know it's not going to last through the wash. I done told about being married and also some of the scandals I'm involved in. So I accidentally exposed myself. But this is Accidentally Informed.
Yes.
Yeah?
See you next week.
Bye.